Hi, we're Kyle and Carrie Ann.
Hello!
And this is not the Chinese food we thought we'd be eating.
The ladies watching us try them. So I hate that.
Nod.
it's
like,
good.
oh yeah, it's good.
There's no sweet and sour chicken, no fortune cookies, just lamb, chili oil, and meals that require a bit of upper body strength. So in this video, we're diving into the street food capital of China, eating our way through Xi'an and rating everything that we try.
I give it like a 8.5 out of 10, pretty good.
And to keep things from getting too chaotic, we've broken it all down into 4 categories. Before we kick things off with dumplings, noodles, and a megaphone,
I don't know what's happening.
let me bring you up to speed on Xi'an. Xi'an is one of the oldest cities in China and used to be the capital for over 1,000 years. It was also the start of the Silk Road, so traders from all over Asia and the Middle East passed through here. And that mix of cultures still shows up in the food today. It's bolder, breadier, and a lot more Muslim influenced than what you might think of as typical Chinese food. But before we take our first bite, quick shout out to the food ranger, whose guides helped us find some of these spots, and also to Google Translate for helping us try to pronounce things properly. Our Chinese isn't coming along as quickly as we'd like.
中文说，对。
But we're doing our best. All right, let's get into it. First up, we're starting at a local restaurant in the dumplings and noodles category.
Oh, it's a QR code order table, thank God.
Parked next to a man and his trusty megaphone, we prepared for the first bite.
Okay, so our first 2 dishes came out. The first one is called...
Our first contender is Majiang Banmian, a cold, saucy wheat noodle dish that will absolutely redecorate your shirt if you don't take the right precautions.
Here's the strat. You put your hat up, and then you like really stick your face into the bowl so that you don't splatter it everywhere.
These noodles are covered in a sesame paste that's kind of like the Chinese cousin of tahini, plus a mixture of soy sauce, chili oil, vinegar, and garlic.
It's like super sesame flavor, a very light spice. It's delicious.
The noodles themselves are thick, chilled, and bouncy, not like your average noodle.
The noodles are interesting.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, almost like tofu in texture.
I think they're wheat-based noodles, it looks like. I don't know what's happening.
Megaphone aside, he is right about that one. In northern China, the climate is colder and drier, which means wheat and wheat products reign supreme, whereas southern Chinese cuisine is all about rice and rice noodles.
It's not like a typical grain, like a pasta or something.
Yeah.
Or even like a noodle that you would find like, in Beijing or whatever.
This dish was an easy favorite. We gave it a 9 out of 10.
So good. Wow. I'm obsessed with this.
Okay, fine. Maybe an 8.9 if you subtract points for the megaphone. Next up is
牛肉蒸饺
or steamed beef dumplings that come from Xi'an's Hui Muslim community.
Okay, that was insanely good.
These dumplings are halal, meaning they follow Islamic dietary laws. It's part of what makes Xi'an's Muslim food stand out from the rest of China.
All the meat tends to be like a chicken or beef. Not a lot of pork is eaten, which is a big contrast from the rest of China.
They're also steamed, not fried, a halal choice that avoids any contact with pork and keeps the dumplings juicy and tender.
I bit into it, and a bunch of juice poured out.
Now, if you're wondering what's inside these dumplings, same.
It's hard to determine what exactly is in there. It's a great flavor though.
Turns out, it's likely a blend of ground beef, chives, maybe some ginger or scallion. But one thing's for sure, it's definitely filled with herbs.
It's like beefy and very herbaceous. Big herb flavor, right? And yeah, like really herby, right?
Plus, with a little chili oil and vinegar dip, it was hard to beat.
Now she's dripping.
These were a solid 8.8 for us.
That's really good.
Before we wrap at this restaurant, we had to give a quick shout out to China's surprisingly deep love affair with orange soda.
And we got this drink, I think it's called Ice Peak. Oh yeah, Ice Peak.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Another orange soda.
Another orange soda.
We didn't expect it, but orange soda is everywhere. And each region seems to have its own version, like a carbonated regional mascot.
I feel like we've had about 6 variations
Yeah.
of orange soda.
I think everyone's got their like,
Regional orange soda.
yeah, regional Fanta.
So while it didn't technically fit into our noodles and dumplings category, it definitely earned an honorary spot on the menu. Our final entry in this category came with crowds, chaos, and a chef chain smoking like it was part of the cooking technique.
That was a challenging interaction, and it was stressful because there's like a massive line and a lot of people. And dude spoke no English. I spoke no Chinese.
Ordering was basically Kyle, a photo of dumplings, and a lot of dramatic pointing until finger counting saved the day.
Chinese, you count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is like this. So he's going 1, 6. So I figured out the price was 16 yuan, which was good.
We think we were told to go upstairs, but we didn't get a number like everyone else. So our plan was to basically sit down and hope they find the confused foreigners.
Everyone comes up here and brings up food, and everyone that comes up, the two of us just stare at them with open eyes, being like, what are we supposed to be doing?
Yelling order numbers in Chinese, and we're just like, is it us?
And somehow our plan worked. It wasn't long before we were face to face with swanton jiaozi, or dumplings in a hot, sour, and slightly spicy broth.
Interesting combination of the savoriness of the dumpling filling and then the sourness of the soup to cut it. It's pretty good.
These dumplings are chive heavy with a bit of beef, but the real magic is the broth. Bright, tangy, and just a bit spicy.
The broth itself has a nice, light sourness. It's really refreshing and delicious.
We were sharing a table and trying to play it cool, but let the record show, we were losing our minds on the inside. This was one of our favorite meals in China.
So we were trying to be very demure, very mindful, and not put the camera in their face, but those were delicious.
Yeah, they're very good.
These got a 10 out of 10 from us. We still talk about them to this day, and would absolutely brave the crowds and the cigarette smoke just to have them all over again.
I would say absolute must try.
That's a must try if you're in Xi'an.
Yeah.
Before we moved on to the next food category, we tried to soak up a little history, and stumbled straight into the Gao Family Mansion.
Yeah, pretty sure that's the Gao Mansion.
All right.
The Gao family were high-ranking officials during the Ming and Qing dynasties, and today, their massive courtyard home is a popular tourist stop known for its well-preserved elite architecture.
There's a lot of artifacts in here that we're looking at.
But what this place is really famous for is its daily shadow puppet performances, a form of traditional Chinese theater where colorful puppets tell ancient stories. We had every intention of going, but could not figure out how to purchase a ticket for the life of us.
I think we're doing something
They're
wrong.
not they are showing tickets. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
All right, let's see
I think
this.
we're going to it over there. I think they're going to point us somewhere. We'll find out. I'm having anxiety. Different? Oh, okay.
That was a fail.
Okay, confirm that was not the right line.
So instead, we wandered the grounds, got fixated on this goose,
Historic goose.
and wished we had done our research ahead of time.
Sure hope we look up some facts about this place.
Yeah, we will. We totally will.
Having fulfilled our minimum history requirement, we were ready for something a little sweeter. Welcome to our next category, lightly flavored rice treats. This might sound oddly specific and mildly hypocritical, considering I just said Xi'an is all wheat, all the time. But thanks to its Silk Road history, Xi'an absorbed snack traditions from across China, including glutinous rice-based desserts from the south. Up here, rice isn't a daily staple. It's more of a special occasion starch, mostly reserved for sweets and festival treats. Our first entry
桂花糕
is a glutinous rice cake often flavored with osmanthus flowers and Chinese dates.
It's a very mild flavor. It almost tastes like nothing. It's very mildly sweet. I think it's actually rice. I think it's a glutinous rice cake.
The version we tried was a bit gummy and dipped in a mysterious syrup.
You dipped it in a rose syrup, I think? I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's not a very strong flavor. Mostly a textural experience.
But in hindsight, it was probably osmanthus syrup, a flower that symbolizes autumn, elegance, and good fortune. It doesn't bring much in terms of flavor, but it adds a light floral aroma and a nice golden color.
It's nice though. It's lightly chilled.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing.
This one wasn't a flavor bomb, but as a chewy, subtly sweet textural moment, it was pretty decent. We landed on a solid 5 out of 10.
Now, is this a good one or a bad one? I've got no idea.
Next up, zongao, a traditional Xi'an snack made of steamed glutinous rice, red beans, and date paste.
So when you buy this, you buy it from a vendor. You buy it from a vendor, and they have this big, probably 24-inch diameter pot. And the whole thing is filled with sticky rice. It's cooked, and they have a layer of that date paste on top. And they take this big spatula, paint scraper thing, and basically cut out a section and then smear it into your bowl.
And when I say that it's served hot, I mean molten lava kind of hot.
So hot.
It's extremely hot. It's burning my hand.
It's technically a dessert, but don't come in expecting cake. Zongao is springy, earthy, and all about texture.
And it's just a mildly sweet, sticky rice kind of deal. Not a ton of flavor, but it's a fun texture. It's good to chew on.
It's quite good. I just wish it was like a little bit sweeter so it felt like a real dessert. It's more of like a sweet snack kind of.
And yes, that is a pile of trash in the background, but in our defense, we were filming street food in its natural habitat, the street.
The trash in the background looks good.
You can't see it.
Literal trash. Literal.
So Zengao didn't change our lives, but it did leave a mark, mostly on our hands.
Okay, so my hand's literally burning underneath. I'm holding it like by the edges because it's so hot.
Now, we didn't film everything in order, but at some point, we wandered into the Great Mosque of Xi'an.
We're trying to go to the Great Mosque of Xi'an. It's like one of the like really nice architectural spots of like Muslim architecture in Xi'an. And I assume it's the biggest mosque here, but I'm not really sure.
Not only is it the biggest mosque in Xi'an, but it's also the oldest mosque in China, built way back in the 700s. But it doesn't look like your typical mosque. Instead of domes or towers, it has pagoda-style minarets, curved roofs, and traditional Chinese gates. A mix of Islamic worship and classic Chinese design.
What's interesting is that the mosques generally don't look like what you think of, of like a big, like round Arabic kind of looking building. They kind of look like Chinese architecture, but then they're just a place of Muslim worship. So it's pretty interesting.
It's calm, quiet, and our ticket came with an English guidebook. And after days of being surrounded by Golden Week crowds, we found it to be quite refreshing.
I think this is the most peaceful and quiet place we've been to in all of China so far.
Yeah, if you're in Xi'an and you're getting tired of the crowds, come check out the Great Mosque.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing.
There were archways, ancient engravings, and a stone tablet we didn't totally understand.
I assume this is the gateway, or do you think those are the tablets?
This is the gateway.
So the tablets
I think the tablets are behind us.
I gotta do more reading in my guidebook.
But we would definitely recommend it, especially if you're looking for a little serenity between snacks. All right, next up, interactive eats. Our category for foods that make you do something before you can eat them. These meals require a bit of effort, and occasionally some upper body strength. First up is Yangrou Paomo, a Xi'an specialty that's part meal and part arts and crafts project.
We're getting a bowl of, essentially it's a pita bread, ripped up into small pieces, and then they add in like a lamb stew into it. It's called Yangrou Paomo.
Traditionally, you're handed a full disc of dense flatbread and expected to tear it into fingernail-sized pieces by hand. It's a slow process that can take up to 30 minutes, and locals take serious pride in getting it just right.
So some places, I think the more like old school places, they give you a bowl and they give you a pita bread and you're supposed to rip it up and put it in the bowl. But at this specific location, I think it's like a little bit more mainstream, a little bit more touristy. They have it pre-ripped for you.
Our pre-ripped bread was whisked away, and a few minutes later, it returned as a steaming bowl of lamb stew, complete with noodles and a surprise breakout star, pickled garlic.
Oh, is it still on the skin?
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it intense?
Let me talking to the mic. It's so good though. It's not intense. Pickled, mellow. Sorry, I'm not wearing my mic right now, so this is what we're doing. It's delicious. I love this.
That is good. Wow. Someone import that.
The stew, however, was equally impressive, hearty, but somehow still light, with warm spice and soft anise aroma. This got a 7.5 from us.
I had a bite for the first time with the broth and the pita in it. The pita is very good. It's gotten this like sort of dense texture as it soaked up the broth, almost like tiny little pasta bits. It's so good. My only complaint really is that a lot of the meat we have has a fair amount of like gelatinous connective tissue on it, and I don't know if that's just kind of like part of the vibe, but other than that, it's excellent.
It's interesting that they have the noodles, kind of like these glass noodles, and the pita.
Yeah.
I feel like one or the other would have been fine, but the combo is fun too.
And honestly, it was the perfect meal for that moment because our food fest was slowly catching up to us.
This is like a really good, like, if you're ill kind of meal, I feel like.
Which is perfect because your tummy was hurting.
My tummy was hurting, so because we had too much food earlier. We were gonna go to the electric Daisy Carnival, and then we
Everbright Tang Dynasty City or something.
We were gonna go there. Had to go home because my tummy hurt, and then I started to feel better.
Everbright Tang City will make its grand entrance later, but let's just say this meal was the highlight. Next in our interactive eats category is
Chuan'er,
or grilled meat on a stick, a popular street food found all over Xi'an. We added it to this category not because it's traditionally interactive, but because this particular skewer required a surprising amount of physical effort to eat.
Pull the chunk off. Yeah.
It's a little bit tougher than I was expecting.
The meat is heavily spiced and grilled over charcoal, but the one we got was chewy enough that pulling it off the stick felt like a bit of a workout.
I'll be the judge of this meat. Okay, well, you know it's cooked, which is good. It's a little dry. Flavors, like, the spices are good. Now, is it beef or is it lamb? I couldn't tell you.
Chuan'er is usually served on either metal skewers or wooden sticks, and ours came on what looked like an actual twig, which we occasionally got a few bites of.
Oh. Is that a bone?
I think it's stick.
Oh.
The flavor was strong and delicious. Cumin, chili, and a little dried herb, but texture-wise, it wasn't our favorite. 4 out of 10. The final entry in our interactive eats category is the one, the only, Biang noodles. A classic Xi'an dish known for being as physically intense to make as they are to eat. The noodles are hand-pulled into thick, belt-like ribbons and stretched by repeatedly slapping them against a counter, a process that's equal parts rhythmic and labor-intensive. They're usually served in a slightly spicy and garlicky chili oil sauce, often with bits of meat, egg, or vegetables on top. They earned a spot here not only for the work it takes to make them, but because eating them, at least in Kyle's case, seemed to require putting your whole head into the bowl. 8 out of 10. Earlier in the video, we mentioned missing Tang Everbright City due to illness.
Have you ever been on your way to Tang Everbright City, and then your tummy hurts?
My tummy hurts.
The tummy hurts.
Well, we finally made it, and let's just say we probably didn't miss too much.
Okay, we're back.
Was that the intro to me? So we've been told that you haven't been to Xi'an unless you've been to Xi'an at night. And so tonight we're here at Everbright City.
Tang Everbright City is a massive outdoor pedestrian zone meant to recreate the splendor of the Tang Dynasty with glowing rooftops, music, and historic statues.
And it gets all lit up at night. There's a bunch of lights and stuff like that. There's a ton of people here. There's quite a bit of people dressed up in hanfu as well, which is the period costume of the Tang Dynasty.
We were expecting more street food since the area gets hyped as a must-visit night market, but instead,
It feels a little bit like a Disneyland experience, I would say. Like, the lights are pretty and there's music blasting, but you're surrounded by, I think a lot of chain stores and a lot of KFCs. Like, we've seen 3.
Yeah, literally.
And Kyle did not hide his disappointment.
Right, honest reviews only. Tell us what you think.
This place is a mall. Me, when I get to Everbright City and there's no food vendors.
Our food vendors.
And the squad turns up to Everbright City and there's no food vendors.
Do you have something you want to say?
No.
So no food vendors, no snacks, just a camel statue. And a reminder that not everything in Xi'an is what it seems. Which brings us to our final category, surprising bites. Now this category is a collection of dishes that we thought were one thing, but ended up tasting like something entirely different. Whether it's the name, the presentation, or just our own assumptions, these are foods that surprised us once we took a bite. First up is Dragon's Breath Balls. Colorful, puffed corn snacks served cold and smoky thanks to a dip in liquid nitrogen. Now these aren't a snack specific to Xi'an. You'll find them in touristy spots all over China and beyond, but they fooled us so thoroughly that we had to include them.
You just put them in your mouth?
I don't know.
It's like I'm gonna get nitrogen burns.
Yeah.
Now we were told they were ice cream, but as it turns out, they definitely were not ice cream.
Oh. That was it.
Oh, crunchy.
What they are is closer to a sweet puffed corn cereal, lightly sticky on the outside, crunchy in the center, and dipped in liquid nitrogen right before serving to make it smoke when you bite in. It looks cool, but the flavor is just okay.
And it's kind of covered with a slightly sticky thing on the outside. It doesn't really have a flavor, just some light sweetness. And the different colors aren't different flavors, so that was disappointing.
And we didn't know these were supposed to make you look like you were breathing smoke, so we just thought the liquid nitrogen was a flashy marketing gimmick.
Possible that we were scammed also by the liquid nitrogen, because we didn't see anyone else doing the liquid nitrogen thing. And we fell for it.
Yeah, it got me good.
So not the worst snack we had, but definitely the one that left us asking the most questions. Next up, Roujiamo. Sometimes referred to as a Chinese hamburger, which, to be clear, it's not that similar. Rather, it's a dense flatbread filled with shredded braised meat, typically beef in Xi'an, and grilled until slightly crispy on the outside.
The meat is very good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, the salt level is good. Like it's salty without being like disgustingly salty.
The bread's kind of dry. And that's that, you know?
What caught us off guard wasn't the look of it, it was the flavor. The meat tasted almost exactly like corned beef, which we've now said about 2 separate northern Chinese dishes.
Kind of a light corned beef flavor, similar to like corned beef and cabbage.
I guess there's more crossover between northern Chinese and Irish American cuisine than we realized.
There's no like distinct Asian flavor to it or even like Middle Eastern flavor to it.
No, it's corned beef.
Yeah, it's corned beef.
So while Roujiamo may not live up to its Chinese hamburger label, it still delivered. Not what we expected, but a win nonetheless. Before we wrap up, there were 2 more unexpected foods that we couldn't leave out. First up being tonghulu. We tried our fair share of tonghulu in China, usually a skewer of fruit coated in hard sugar. And if you're on social media, I'm guessing that you've seen tonghulu before, but this one in Xi'an included a surprise twist, a cherry tomato.
This is a tomato.
It was sweet, but still a little acidic, and overall, not our favorite.
Tomato? Is it weird?
It's like exactly what you would think.
I hate it.
3.5 out of 10 for the tomato version, but if you get the chance, definitely try the original hawthorn berry. That's the classic tonghulu. It's less viral than the strawberry version, but so good. We also picked up something we later learned was called
酥皮肉饼
a flaky, savory pastry that looked almost like a dessert and turned out to be crispy, chivy, and filled with beef.
But we got this, it's almost like a croissant. Oh. I thought that was a bird this whole time, but it's a woman with like a water flute. Makes bird noises. She pranked me. Okay, so check these layers.
What is this?
I have no idea what it's called.
Okay.
But hopefully it's delicious. There's meat and chives inside, and that's like a predominant flavor. Definitely some spices and stuff. It's really crispy. It's good. Very good.
These are made by rolling out a long strip of dough, painting it with oil, adding in beef and chives, and then coiling it up like a little cinnamon roll before frying. This snack was rich, satisfying, and easily one of the best surprises of the day. 8.5 out of 10. Definitely would recommend. And with that last bite, that's a wrap on Xi'an. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.